I'm Ian Rush and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Well, there you go. Liverpool progressed to the group stages of the Europa League after a interesting 1-1 home draw to Hearts of Midlothian, taking us through 2-1 on aggregate. Before I talk about the match, the performance, the players, and of course Luis Suarez's heartbreaking late strike for the Scots, I shall cover some of your Facebook comments. First and foremost, Lawrence Haig says, "Phew," is all I can say. Yes, Lawrence, in a nutshell, spot on. Christian Hammer Saksevic, most awesome name of the day award, yes. Unconvincing, but still a win on aggregate, yes. Jack Cairns, Luis Suarez, the heartbreaker. We were pretty shite though. Mohsen Razak Kazmi says Pepe Reina needs a lot of improvement. We'll touch on that in a second. Yeah, Lewis Knightley says, I would say it was an embarrassment to draw with a team that came 5th in the SPL, but at the end of the day it's the Europa League, so who gives a fuck? Yes, and let's round up. Who have we got? Tony LFC Smith says, thank fuck for Suarez eventually at the end. Have to say, Shelvey and Downing were far better tonight. You'll never walk alone. And yeah, I think on the whole, quite a mixed bag. I've had some people wildly overreacting to that, saying how shite it was and blah blah blah. Yeah, you know what, it wasn't thrilling. I'm glad I was actually too sick to drag myself to Anfield today. Unfortunately, of course, I did have to still watch the game. But yeah, no, what can you say? I think the thing is, the mantra that we've had to keep repeating throughout the Europa League so far is a win's a win, isn't it? You know, we won ugly in the first leg, and I think we probably expected it to be a bit more of a stroll in the second. We certainly predicted it that way, pretty much unilaterally on the subscriber show this week. But what can you say? Yeah, I think we dominated the game. I think Hearts probably covered themselves in glory, and it's a shame really that you got the commentators banging on about them saying what a good performance they're putting in when they're still, you know, it's 0-0 and they're technically getting beat 1-0 in aggregate. I think that speaks volumes to the sort of level of competition. I'm trying not to be disrespectful to Hearts fans, but I think you know the level you're at by comparison. Not that we're amazing by any stretch of the imagination, but no, what can you do? It's a Thursday night game, it's a Europa League game. As I say, win's a win. We've gotten through. There's going to be bigger tests ahead. I'm sure we've got some awesome games in the far-flung reaches of Eastern Europe to entertain us on Thursday nights in the next coming weeks and months. On the personnel side, Pepe Reina, what can you say to that? It's a howler, isn't it? You know, there's no defending it. It's just whether he's took his eye off the ball, whether he's already thinking about what he's going to do once he's got it in his hands. You know, there's a number of reasons that happens, and it's soft. It's not the fact that he's a shit goalkeeper. It's just the fact that it happens. I've seen goalkeepers do it time and time again. Myself more than once, as well as anyone who ever figured with me in Saturday, Sunday league, 5-a-side, 7-a-side, on the schoolyard or in the park, will attest. Luis Suarez, wasteful again in front of goal, but again he creates the chances for himself. If only he could take a few more of them, then he'd be right at the top of the goal scoring charts, wouldn't he? But the fact of the matter is, people moaning he's not taking his chances early in the game. When it mattered, when the chips were down, so to speak, you know, he took his chance and he sent us through to the group stage. So what can you say? Looking around the pitch, Jordan Henderson really impressed me tonight. Again, I think there's going to be people, well, what the fuck did he do? You know what? He was industrious. He ran a lot. He played some incredible passes. There was a ball, I think it was to Kelly. It was like a left-footed, cushioned volley pass in the first half, first time, and he thought, you know, touch of class there. And I spent a lot of last season saying this about Jordan Henderson. Now, you can see there's a player in there. You're just worried that he maybe lacks the confidence sometimes. Someone who doesn't lack the confidence, John Joe Shelvey, another good performance from him as well, very good to see. And Steven Gerrard, who I've singled out for a little bit of criticism in the last couple of weeks, much improved. I think the fact of the matter is that he's head and shoulders the best player on that pitch helps. But the fact of the matter is he still puts the work rate in. He put himself about, put himself in for some tackles, made himself available for passes, tried to create a few things, got forward, got into the box as well a couple of times, had a really good chance in the first half that he created just by his close control. So no, fantastic to see. Will he have enough in the tank for Arsenal on Sunday on the back of playing a full-blooded 90 minutes remains to be seen, but hopefully with Nuri Sahin available at least he can put a bit of pressure on. Yeah, on the whole, not a thrilling performance, but as I say, job done. Please do let us know your thoughts. I'm sure you've already put them down, calling people for all kinds, but you know, you're entitled to opinion. Anyway, please do let us know. If you want to tweet us as well, tweet us at the Redmen TV. You want to see more from the show this week? I had the full gang in with me. I had Gareth Roberts, editor-in-chief of Well Read and Late Tackle magazines, and of course the Anfield Wrap in the studio, along with Chris and Aubrey, to discuss all things Liverpool. It was a good laugh. And this is the point. 2 weeks ago, if we'd seen that clip, we're like, this is why Sterling's not going to get in the first team. He's got a bad attitude. He's got a bad attitude. He's on his way out, and he'd have been getting abused on Twitter for daring to call a manager to say Stecky to the manager. You know,
the thing is, as Gareth said, he's a 17-year-old lad, but the 17-year-old lads need to tell him what to do. Yeah, and not just 17-year-old lads, 25 and 30-year-old fellas do as well. Sometimes your bird needs to say, look, I just don't come in pissed and wank on me back ever again.
I don't know why this is getting that. I did it one time and I was 23, not 25 or 30.
To say the very least, that's on the redmentv.com, free for a month, PayPal, you know the score. As I said on Twitter the other day, if you want to try it, it's free. If you realise after that you'd rather cut off a nut with a rusty spoon than pay £2 a month, then just fuck it off. You won't be charged. That's on the redmentv.com. Please do check that out. If not, I shall see you for the match reaction after Arsenal, and hopefully some form of transfer window roundup as well. The New Zealand Carroll has left. We'll be talking about that on a slightly separate show, so hope to see you there. Ta-ra.